Can't wait to get back home to my Daisy. That's what's waiting for me.
Good.
Do you not think she's pretty?
Yeah, she's all right. Yeah.
She's all right?
I would take her to the movies if she paid.
This is a declaration of common sense.
No sharing dessert.
It's unsanitary.
Sometimes I don't want a whole slice of pie. I just want a taste of pie.
Get your own damn piece of pie, Franklin.
I have sat across the table from some of the world's most difficult leaders and wrestled with some of the globe's most intractable problems. Nothing has prepared me for working with Larry David. I'm just a producer on this show, so I don't have to deal with him day to day, but still, it's a lot.
Hey, 44.
Yeah.
Can I put you down as my emergency contact?
Why would you do that?
Well, because if they see your name, they'll be more inclined to help.
Yeah, but that means they're bothering me.
Yeah, but, it's an emergency.
Larry, I've seen you call 911 when you had something in your eye.
Yeah, I had it for an hour. It was driving me crazy. What was I supposed to do?
Don't you know other people who like you?
No.
The answer is no, Larry.
I'll ask Michelle.
Good luck with that. You see what I'm dealing with here? Impossible.
You're listening to League Podcast Curbcast. Life, Larry, and the Pursuit of Unhappiness. I'm Matt Dursin.
Clay Inferno here.
Welcome back. We did do our Clear History podcast a while, but then before that, we hadn't done a Curbcast since the end of, we did the pilot. Actually, we've done a lot of Curbcasts, but
you keep forgetting that we did the pilot. We've done 2 Curbcasts.
I know.
Why do you keep forgetting that?
I don't know. I guess it didn't resonate.
We've done 2 Curbcasts, but because we did those 2 things in order for us to get. We knew this untitled Larry David project would be coming to us to do more Curbcasts. I might as well do it. And,
I know. I don't know what I was thinking.
And breaking news, if you haven't heard, our other side podcast, Vampire Council, this would be a little different, but apparently Jermaine Clement and Taika Waititi are working on the Werewolves sequel to What We Do in the Shadows movie. That is the next thing from What We Do in the Shadows to be excited about.
Sure, you can be excited about. I want to temper my.
You're not excited about it?
I'm excited about it. I'm just wondering if it's actually.
You're tempered?
I'm tempered. I'm tempering. I don't know if it's. From what I read, and you never know what to believe, but they say that they're writing it. You know what I mean? Like they're writing the script. That's not really working on it. You know what I mean? Like a script is nothing.
Good enough for me.
You and I could write a script right now. Doesn't mean they're going to make it. Anyone?
We're already writing
no one's going to make it.
We're already writing all these things that'll never get written. All these
fake curb skits.
Fake curb skits that are like, we're not really going to write it, but we say, we should write a skit. We should shoot this.
We should film it. That's the thing that I like. You're always like, we should film it. I'm like, oh, that's a whole other thing. Oh my God.
Yeah, because I picture it like completely realized. What I know it's just a joke I'm describing. You know?
It's fine. I like it.
And I also picture Larry David acting in it as you.
As me. Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I picture.
Well, I'm a little gray and bald, so
as me. You know?
Oh, all right. Well, there you go.
Oh, thanks for that book, by the way. I'm not done with it yet, but it's pretty,
okay. I hope it's good.
Yeah, it's good.
It's good. I'm glad.
Did you listen to it? Did you read it?
No. I just sent it right over to you.
Oh, fantastic. See if I can bootleg a copy for you and send it.
Yeah, bootleg it for me. Sure. I figured that was better than just sending credits or whatever. I don't know. I mean, maybe it's...
No, it's really
I don't know what
interesting.
The etiquette... Okay.
It goes through all of Larry's, his script writing days and SNL and everything. And it goes... It's like pretty contemporary, too. It's like a pretty recent book. So it like talks about like Cheryl and like RFK Jr. and stuff like that. But
Oh,
talks
yeah.
about Larry's kids and how they decided to back to the pilot. Remember, he had kids in the pilot, but when they made the show, he didn't have kids. Like Curb Larry didn't have kids in the series.
I think it's
yeah.
That's
But
a whole other
it's
show,
really,
right?
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
it's a whole other show. Or it's just
Yeah.
there would have been more actors or something. I don't know, but
Well, it's just
it's pretty good, and it gives me another, like, if we ever want to do some more special edition stuff, like he has this really critically panned movie that he made called Sour Grapes. He was in a Woody Allen movie, starred in a Woody Allen movie that's basically Larry David as the main character, but he's acting.
Right.
There's more Curbcasts. There will always be more Curbcasts for us, Infinity, if we ever wanted to go into that stuff. But the book's really
there'd
good,
probably be a lot we could do. Yeah, there's all kinds of things you could do. So, but this is his new show, and it just premiered on HBO, and A Life, Larry, and the Pursuit of Unhappiness. Him and his golf buddy Barack Obama, worked
44.
on it. Obama does appear at the beginning. We can just get right into it, I guess.
Did you say you had some curb stuff happen in your life? Maybe it's not a skit.
Well, do you want to hear it? Speaking of our fake skits, this seemed like a Larry thing. If you want to hear, it's a little well, whatever. Let's tell the story.
I like it. People can know our text messages are like.
Yeah, we did text about this. Well, he didn't text about this. I just texted you and said I had a work thing that was very curb-like, and so what happened was there's two bathrooms that are kind of near my office, in where I work, and they're just staff bathrooms. There's no men, women, no gender assignments, and it's just fine. It's good. Yes, they are unisex, and it's just one of the basic toilet sink, kind of bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing fancy, obviously. So, and you even need a key to get in. So I have a key, but not everyone has a key. But one day I go in to one of the bathrooms. I use my key. I go in, and there's just a sink, and all around the sink are tampons. Not used. Wrapped brand new.
Right.
Mint in package, as they say, when you're selling a toy on eBay or something. Tampons. And I'm like, okay.
What do you mean all around? Do you mean in a cup, or in what do you mean all around?
See?
What do you mean all around?
What
do you mean all around?
You are exactly catching on to what I'm getting at. They were not in a cup, no basket, no box, no nothing, just strewn about the sink.
Loose tampons.
Loose tampons. Yeah. So, whatever. I do. Strewn is the best word. That's the only word I can use to describe this. Where the faucet is. There's the faucet where you turn the things, and right behind that, and there's a mirror. And right under the mirror.
That means strewn.
Strewn. And so I was like, okay, whatever. I do my business, wash my hands, and leave. And this was a couple weeks ago, and I was finally like, this is just weird, And I actually asked my wife. I didn't ask her. I just said it's kind of weird that their tampons are strewn on the sink, and it's only in this one bathroom. There's no, there's many other bathrooms in the building. Some of them have a box,
or a basket,
or a basket or something, a holder of some kind. And these are just strewn. And she's like, well, if they're not provided, someone is probably bringing them in from home and
and strewing them.
Strewing them. Yeah. And I say, well, it just doesn't, I don't know what to say. I don't care that they're tampons, right? It's not geez, is this now a ladies' room? Should I use, you know what I mean? Or whatever. But I don't think they should be strewn. So I went back to my office and I got like I had this weird little like plastic, just like I don't know where I got it. It's just like a little plastic box. It's like very small.
Yeah.
But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go and unstrewn these because I just can't.
You organize it a little bit, contain them.
I just like swept them into the thing. I didn't even really, it's not that I didn't want to touch them, but it was kind of, I did imagine if it was Larry, he would probably be like, you know what I mean? Like not wanting to touch them for some reason and maybe trying to like sweep them in with something.
Yeah.
But
this is good.
Yeah.
This is good
so
stuff.
now there's my little box and it fit them all, which was nice. And there's only like, it wasn't like there were like 50 of them. So I don't want you to get the idea that strewn meant like 50 tampons, but they were like, you know, like 7 or 8 of them. And I was just like, it's not right. You know what I mean? And it's weird like that you would think to bring them in. Obviously some female employee decided to bring these in because like, yeah, they're not provided, which I guess some organizations might do that. My shitty school doesn't, but
right.
But you wouldn't think to bring in the box, you know?
Or just leave them in the box that they came in.
That would be the easiest thing to do. They obviously came in a box.
Even if you were like sharing yours, right? Like
not mine,
like we
right.
have but we like Slim Jims, you know? We have a box of Slim Jims. We want to share some with the office. We take out, there's 20 Slim Jims in there. We take out 14 Slim Jims and put them in our bag. But in the kitchen, we leave the other 6. You know what I mean? Even if you were like in the box. Yeah. The strewn part is really, because you would think that ladies would be a little bit more like conscious about being organized about something like that. To be fair.
Sure. I don't want to, either way, I mean, but still, just in general, if you're going to bring something like that in, I can only picture, I mean, I don't know who did it. But now my mind is like, I wonder who that was. Like, I'm trying to go through the women maybe on that floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like in my mind, this person came in with like a handful of tampons and just threw them on the sink.
Well,
like,
Larry would like spend a whole month like tracking people's cycles and stuff and like asking them if they're feeling bloated.
I don't want to get that involved.
I mean? No, but that's what Larry would do. That's what Larry would do.
Walk up to like all the female employees, you know, just be like, so how are you feeling this week? Good week? Having a good week?
I noticed you're a little cranky.
Cramps. All right. Now we're getting weird, but yeah, that was my Larry. Larry would definitely turn this into like a thing. Like, and I'm sure he would insult someone and like they would get mad, or maybe they would even get mad. Like, cause I could see Larry doing the thing, getting a little box and putting them in. And maybe that person would be like, what happened? Why are my condoms? Why are my tampons in a box?
Yeah.
Or something like that. You know what I mean? You're like, what? I put them in. I was trying to help. Or something like that.
Well, that is a very good Curb story. And
hey, I like your Slim Jim analogy too. That works out pretty well.
Yeah. You know, it's just like you would, even if you were being sort of generous with your extra Slim Jims, you would like take most of them and put them somewhere, but leave the box so that people saw that it was Slim Jims properly labeled, you know?
Yeah. If you're going to bring in a box, like you've obviously bought a box of these things.
Yeah, they came in a box.
Yeah, and you had a box at home maybe, and you said, I got to bring some of these in to work.
Right. You got 100
whatever,
for Christmas or something.
For Christmas.
100 Slim Jims for Christmas. That's what I'm getting you next year.
You went to Costco and just bought 100 of them. But like I mean, you know what I mean? Like, so why wouldn't you maybe take the ones that you're going to use at home out and bring the box in, or box for that
matter? That's exactly what I'm saying. That's my Subway take. 100% agree.
But I can
100%
only, like I
agree.
said, I can picture Larry, like he brings in the box and he's like, okay, now, and they play the music that like, and he has to like try to sweep them in or something, you know what I mean? With like I don't know, like a pen or something, and like, and maybe they fall on the floor or something. He doesn't want to touch the floor because, you know, it's the men's room floor. He doesn't want, or the bathroom floor. I shouldn't say men's room. So I don't know. I feel like that would be a great.
I also picture Larry like needing that little random box that he had like for something else. And
You're right. That's exactly what would happen.
Now he has to
like,
he has to like sneak in there and like strewn them, and then all the ladies are upset. Like there was a box in there. Where'd it go?
Yeah, what happened?
And then they see on Larry's desk with like a bunch of pens in it.
Yeah.
Why did he take that?
I know I need that. Or somebody was like, hey, I gave you that. What happened to that box I gave you or something? And he'd be like, that's exactly what would happen.
Well, that's great. I like our little improv warm-up.
We
to Life Larry.
That's right.
Life Larry is different, man. I mentioned to you too that like, you know, like they mentioned in this book too that like Larry David, Seinfeld, you either love it or hate it. You know, like Stacy is a hate it to Seinfeld and Curb. But I said, I think that you'll like this because it's kind of like Drunk History. Right. And it's not Drunk History, but it's costumes, it's like historical situations, it's not Curb, they're like skits that are written, but I'm sure with a lot of improv and stuff too from the actors.
I'm sure.
And but it's awesome because I guess Barack Obama wanted to have something, you know, like they have a production company, they have their podcasts. So they, you know, he's the executive producer, and 44 wanted to have something to celebrate July 4th, 250th anniversary. So that's why we have this thing.
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know, I'm sure they filmed more. I don't know how many we've got coming. I'm sure we could find out, but, you know, and then if they come up with more ideas.
Season 2. That's my prediction is I don't think there's season 2. I think it's like a one-off, like, thing. Not maybe. That Larry's never going to do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He'll come back with a movie or, well, who knows? He could even make more Curb. You never know what those guys.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of people in this, though, too. You know, it's not just, you know, we got a lot of actors. Like we said, Alan Tudyk, off air, we talked about Alan Tudyk is in it. Henry Winkler is in it. Chris Parnell is in it. It's just, Michael Chiklis is.
Oh, yeah. But, The Thing.
Yeah, The Thing. So there's your Marvel connection there. But,
right.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. Yeah, if you like the powdered wigs and the whole thing. I mean, like, Larry is a history buff, so he probably really got a kick out of doing this.
He studied it in college. He was like a history major in college.
Yeah.
Do you remember in the last season of Curb, he was like memorizing the Gettysburg Address in the bathroom and stuff?
But that's based on real life. He used to bring it while he was peeing. Yeah, because he thought, if I have to do this, I might as well learn something. So
yeah.
So, but yeah, he is a history buff, and so here he is. And yeah, so there is a funny little thing at the beginning where Obama is, I don't know, they're in like a museum. I don't know, but it's one of those things. There's like or not statues. I guess they're statues or whatever. And Obama's talking about some people, you know, are, you know, a bit more, you know, eccentric than others or something like that. He keeps talking and then you see one of the, and one of like the guys behind him kind of moves, and it's Larry all dressed up, and he goes, "Hey, that's not the script." And then they cut to like the opening of the show, which Samuel Jackson also gives us the narration, which I thought was another touch of there. So.
Yeah.
But I want to ask you a question. So one of our favorite teachers, we might as well say her name, right? Who cares?
Mrs. McS.
Mrs. McS. I mean, she's long since passed away, so I don't think it, whatever. But
Godspeed.
Godspeed. But we had to do a play that was sort of like the Continental Congress, which is not this, but like I wondered, like, did you have to do anything like that, or?
I not specifically for Mrs. McS.
Okay. Okay.
But because my mom was the president of the Abington Historical Society, I've been involved with all sorts of stuff like that. Like, like there was the big, we had the depot, the steel train depot. I designed a stamp that was used at the Abington post office for a day that had crane on it. There was something about, I think it was something about the Statue of Liberty had, I think it got the gold on the torch, and there was this gigantic flag. And the big deal thing was that on a steam train, the flag made a journey and stopped at that depot and was like a big historical thing, and the historical reenactments people who were there. And I was very much involved with that. I don't remember, although it's very possible that we would have had to do the Continental Congress thing, but
you'd probably remember. I mean, it was it was a big deal. I mean, imagine like whatever 25th graders. No, but we had to do it like for the other classes. Like they would come in and we would perform it. And like, I don't know where she got the script, or maybe she just wrote it. I don't know. But there's a funny, so like, and it was like George, a kid playing George Washington. And then,
I mean, whatever. I definitely didn't do this for like that. You were the year behind, like,
I was a year behind you. So she must have gotten this brainstorm somewhere in the,
right.
And that's
I was the year when I was really into space stuff and the space shuttle flew up. That was her big to-do that
the
year.
Challenger. Yeah. The big to-do. Well, this one, so a friend of, so here's the funny thing. So she assigned every kid a part, and I got one line. I got one line.
You did? Nice.
One. No, like other kids had many lines. I was upset that I only got one. I wanted more. I mean, everybody had to get at least one. And every kid had to get at least one. And I was like insulted. So like, but I memorized the whole play because I don't know. I just because we would practice it, and I just knew it because we practiced it so many times. And this kid, I mean, I think I knew someone in one of the classes.
Did they have
I had
costumes and stuff too?
We just had to wear jackets, and she made these little like cravat kind of things that were just made out of like tissue paper.
Yeah, nice.
But it was
see the vision, Mrs. McS.
But anyways, like there was one kid there was like one class that came in, and I think I knew one of the kids, and I just was like mouthing the lines as the play was going on.
Right.
Just to show them that I knew the whole thing, and I should have been given more than one line, and whatever. But I think.
Do you remember who you were?
No, I don't remember the name of the guy. It was just some senator or whatever, or governor of like South Carolina or something like that. My line was something about slavery will just die out or something like that. Like that was the thing. We were covering like slavery, like the end of slavery.
Yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Well, there was.
But anyways,
definitely
this is what that reminded me
people
of.
At the Continental Congress. Yeah, so this is the first skit.
But this kind of reminded me of that. That's what kept flashing to my head. So this is the writing of the Declaration of Independence. And it's funny, Samuel Jackson says like Thomas Jefferson is credited with writing the Declaration of Independence, but Robert Livingston actually wrote the first draft or he said took the first crack at it, and that's exactly what he was on, or something like that. Is what he says. So,
well, you said you were going to do some research about this, and what I did was I took.
I kind of didn't. But go ahead.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm going to do like close to like how we do our movies, like knowledge drops. I have a couple.
Oh, very good.
So, like, the Constitutional Convention was strictly confidential. Delegates took a solemn oath of secrecy, keeping the windows of the Pennsylvania State House nailed shut all summer long to ensure that no leaks reached the public or the press. Thank you very much.
Very well. That must have been hot.
So hot in there.
So Larry, and this is great how they combine this thing with like typical Larry things. So like Henry Winkler is playing whoever. Who is Henry Winkler playing? I don't even remember now.
I sort of think he's like
maybe?
playing
No, Franklin, someone else.
Jefferson or
no, I think Alan Tudyk is Jefferson.
Like George, he might be like George Washington.
Whatever. So he says like, "Oh, Mr. Livingston, thank you for coming up with this draft. However, we only agreed on 27 grievances, like to give the king." And he said some of these are a little, like they found a little strange. Yeah, Alan Tudyk as Jefferson says like they are, what does it say? Beyond perplexing was one of the lines. I just thought that line was funny. But actually, okay. So Henry Winkler was John Hancock. Just so we get that out of the way.
Okay.
Sorry, I should have known that. But the other funny thing, I just want to point out a couple of funny lines here because when everybody like is cheering for Robert Livingston, and he says, "It didn't take me that long. Only 2 quills."
Two quills. And then he proceeds to go into a bunch of familiar tropes to us that we love Curb Your Enthusiasm and Seinfeld. You know,
sure.
He wishes. I bet Larry does literally sit around saying, "We should have put this in the Constitution."
Yeah. So what is it like? One of them. Well, you should not stroke your beard. Men should not stroke their beards in public. You should not share an umbrella. If you didn't bring an umbrella, if you forgot your umbrella, get wet. You get wet.
One of the ones from Curb is the no Happy New Year after January 7th. That's
that one was definitely on Curb. And they did mention it. There was one quick joke on Seinfeld when Elaine said something about, it was like February, and Elaine said, "I got Happy New Year the other day," which I thought was, so. Many of them.
If you want a dessert, order your own dessert. We're not sharing. We're not like sharing desserts. So then Chris Parnell's like, "What if we each have our own fork?" And he's like, "You're eating it, and then your mouth touches the fork, and then you're going back into the pie. It's unsanitary."
This one I
don't want a whole pie.
Yeah. Order the damn pie or something. He says something. This one, so like one of the first ones, and I don't want to say I agree with it, but I see his logic. I'll just say that. If you are invited to a dinner party, you should be allowed to ask who else is attending the party before you agree to go.
Subway take, 100% agree. I need to know who's there because I have a lot of enemies.
Well, you know these Evites. You can usually look at the.
I have a lot of enemies, but they don't know that they're my enemy. So I need to know who's going to go by the Evite. Yeah, people could be +1s. You don't know.
It's something. I don't know. Like what? What? At least it's something. So, like, if I invite you to a party, you got to be like, "Hey, who's going to be there all the time?"
Yeah,
I don't know.
Probably. No, you know,
knowing that
just between you and me and the audience is excluded. I'm probably going to ask you if a certain person is there, if this person is going to be there, or this group of people is going to be there, like, in a text message thread.
I get it. Yeah.
Is
There would be a couple of people
It's be like
I would
specific.
also...
Like, is this person going to be there? Because then, no.
Right. You know what? When you put it that way, there would also be certain people that I would probably be like, oh, is that person going to be there? But yeah, okay. But Larry just thought, if you go back to like olden days, you can't just text and be like, hey, is James Madison's uncle going to be there? Because that's who Larry said he got caught talking to.
And he was like, Jefferson was there. I didn't even get to talk to him.
Yeah. So here's the funny thing, though. He says, I talked to James Madison's uncles for 2 hours. It took me 2 hours to get there. It takes 2 hours to get anywhere. Why leave the house?
Yeah, like the same as like LA traffic, talking about like coach,
Yeah, you take a coach to get anywhere, and it takes 2 hours to get anywhere. Why leave the house? But there were so many, like some of them were from Curb. But yeah, at one point, Chris Parnell said something, it says, he calls him a fop, which I thought was a funny
Yeah.
It's like it says, I suppose performing cunnilingus on French women is the fountain of youth. Because he says he's like 70. Yeah.
because Larry says, or Livingston says, he's like, people shouldn't be allowed to tell you their dreams. He's like, we only have 38 years on this earth, and that's what Chris Parnell was. I'm actually like 81.
I have 70 years on this earth.
And he goes, I guess you've discovered the fountain of youth, performing cunnilingus on French women.
Yeah. And I love it. He says, no, you can't fan yourself. You cannot take deep breaths in public. He's like,
outdoors.
You want outdoors. And he's like, you want to see people walking around. What a beautiful day! What a beautiful day! So in the end, they are not going to use his version of the Declaration of Independence. And I love it.
That's too
Henry
bad.
Winkler. He asks Thomas Jefferson, he's like, you want to take a crack at it? He's like, yeah, I got it. I'll take care of it. I love it.
So how did this get compared to Mrs. McS's Continental Congress? Which was better?
I mean, as far as the humor goes, I think they were both on the same level. Yeah.
Mrs. McS.
Yeah, Mrs. McS. I just wanted to know if you had to do that too. I think that was probably just a one-off. I don't know if the grade behind us
guess
did
so.
either.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe it was an anniversary of Continental Congress or something that year.
Yeah, what year would that have been? I can't even remember now. It's so old.
Probably. I don't know.
Oh my God. You're right.
Yeah, probably 1987. I don't know why I pulled that right out, but I did.
So anyways, in the end, they tell Livingston, they say, bailiffs, take him away. He's like, that won't be necessary. For I don't want to live in a country where people share umbrellas and dreams and desserts. And then as he's leaving, he says, Happy New Year, assholes. Which I think is the big, I love the big, like, final, like, it's like George Costanza leaving on the high note. Yeah, Happy New Year, assholes.
It's not a criticism of the show at all, but it's like these skits just kind of need to end with something. Yeah, like absolutely. They just kind of stop, and then they go into like a Ken Burnsy kind of like the thing at the intro, and then then Samuel Jackson introduced the next one and stuff.
Well, the next one was my favorite one. I love this. This one was my favorite of the four. There's four like sketches on this show, and this one. Well,
my favorite is the next one. So we'll.
Oh yes,
we'll compare and contrast.
We'll compare and contrast. This one is Larry is playing Alexander Graham Bell, and they sort of show the first phone call. Mm-hmm. He calls his assistant Watson, who was in another building. And imagine this, like, this has never been done before. You know what I mean? Like in human history, a phone call. And so he's got a bunch of people there watching, and he's about to make this historic phone call in his house to Watson in another building. And then he says, so here's what happens. Like, his phone will ring. And people start asking, like, what kind of a ring? It's like, I'd like a bell. And it's just a normal ring, just a ring. And then like people start asking, like, what if I don't want it to ring? What if I'm at a recital and I don't want it to ring? And he's like, then you invent one. Then you invent something.
You go ahead and you invent it.
Yeah.
This would be a good time for me to do my my historical knowledge drop.
All right.
There's a couple here that I'll read. I might as well read the whole thing. Alexander Graham Bell's first successful voice transmission happened March 10th, 1877, when he famously spoke the words, "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." And in this instance, Richard Kind is Watson, and he's hilarious.
Cousin Jeffrey.
Yeah. The Western Union Telegraph Company underestimated the invention. They were offered the patent for $100,000, and they turned it down because it said it was nothing more than an electrical toy. And then Alexander Graham Bell himself refused to have a telephone in his own study. He found the device to be a massive distraction that interrupted his scientific thoughts and deeper research. Now that's relatable.
That's, yeah. Especially someone like yourself, who's always in contact with people and people always looking for you. But yeah, so before he makes even makes the phone call, it's like they're asking him all these questions, and one of these actresses, she was on Parks and Rec, and she's asking all these questions. He's like, "Get out, leave." And she's like, "Oh, me?" He's like, "Yes, you. Get out. Who are you? I hate you." He actually said, "I hate you." And then she says, "Lovely party." And then she walks out. And then she like comes back and says, "Oh, wait, I thought of another question." He says, "Get out." And he says, "I don't even want to do this anymore." And like the woman playing his wife is like, "No, you worked really hard on it." He's like, "Fine." So he sits down and he calls Watson. And as you pointed out, it's Richard Kind, who played Cousin Jeffrey on Curb. And he's like, "Wow, this is a very historic moment." He's got the thing, like the old thing, the phone in the ear. And he's like, "This is amazing." And then like, yeah, Bell is like,
he's just like, "What are you up to?
What are you doing?" And he's like, "Oh, not much. I'm sitting in a chair." He's like, "Oh, yeah, me too. Me too." And then Watson just starts sort of talking about like a topiary or whatever. And Alexander Graham Bell is like, "All right, it's like the Lewis. You remember the Lewis thing on Curb, where like
it's like the small talk thing too." Yeah.
But like the phone call got cut off, and like they were like, "Well, did your voice go up like at the end? Like the conversation was ending anyway?" And he's like, "Yeah, it did." So like this is basically that. Like Alexander Graham Bell is doing the high, like, okay, you know what I mean? Like just kind of like the indication that the conversation should be over.
Right. Yeah.
Okay. And then like Watson just keeps going on and on. He's like, yeah, I got people here. I kind of gotta go. And he's like, the topiary,
And Watson goes like, he's like, "And then I met this lady, and they had 2 M's in their name."
Yeah,
do you know anybody else
with 2
that
M's?
2 M's? Yeah, and then he's like, "You only have 2 M's in like words like yummy and stuff like that." And Alexander Graham Bell is just kind of like, all right. I don't have any 2 M's. You don't have any 2 M's.
I have 3 M's. He's so mad at him. And then he like hangs up on him.
Yeah, hangs up on the first phone call. And yeah, like nobody seems that impressed. Actually, it's kind of funny.
Yeah, like because like the conversation is so boring. Like they start to just like sit down because it's so boring. But yeah, when he hangs up on him, then Watson calls him back, and Alexander Graham Bell picks up the phone and just throws it in the trash.
Yeah. Very good. Very good.
I don't know. I love that was like the most. Oh, a lot. I mean, that's not really true, but like that's a definite Larry thing, I guess, right? Like that. It's not the most Larry
the phone
thing,
call.
It's a very Larry thing.
And that, like the tying it in, like they're clearly only talking about cell phones. Like they skipped all of the other versions of the phone, the pay phone, and that rotary phone. They were like, here's the first phone, and then the actors were just asking questions that could only be applied to like iPhones and Android phones. Like they skipped all of telecommunications up till then, which I thought was funny.
Like, well, could we have it vibrate or whatever? It's just
yeah.
But I love how like cranky he was with Alexander Graham. I was like, then you invent it. Like, he's made this incredible thing, like this amazing thing that no one's ever seen.
Yeah, that was really good.
I really like that one. Yeah. So, anyways, now on to your favorite.
We're halfway through. We're halfway through.
Yeah, halfway there.
Well, as I told you in our text messages, World War I is my favorite war.
I know. I was very.
It's not really, but like you know, like you get to be a man of a certain age, and you watch a lot of war movies. Watch the submarine movies, and you know, I think we watch. I'm not talking about you, but I'm saying we people like me watch a lot of World War II movies, and punching Nazis, and there's so many great World War II movies. And
World War II might be my favorite war, if you must know.
Well,
so go ahead.
And then when I saw that 1917 movie is spectacular.
I love that.
That movie is great.
Yeah.
So, and then there's other like really good ones, but just like World War I is like gnarly, mustard gas, the trenches, and they do a skit here based in the trenches, and it's brutal, dude. Like it was really bad, and like violent, and people like lost half of their face. Like, did you watch Boardwalk Empire?
No, I never did actually watch.
There was this guy, Richard, who he actually plays the Sandman in the new Spider Noir. But this guy, Richard, and he has like a face plate, because like he got mustard gassed and lost half of his face. They would have like a face plate, like almost like Phantom of the Opera, but it would be like painted skin color, and like he had like his glasses like attached to it, so like this eye was like painted on the mask, and wow, that was Stacy's favorite character in Boardwalk Empire, this guy Richard. But anyways, it was just absolutely brutal.
Yeah.
Like,
like No Man's Land, right? Like that's like the space between the trenches, basically, right? Like where you just have to run out there, like, and you would probably get shot or not, but like a lot of people did. Samuel Jackson's voiceover in this one says 16 million people died in that war.
Yeah, they did. It was brutal. It's actually funny, 'cause like in there's this really good Doctor Who Christmas special where they have like a soldier from each side, but in like kind of like frozen time, and like Doctor Who's a time traveler, and Doctor Who's like talking to the British guy, and he goes, "Oh my God, you're like from World War I," and the British guy goes,
"What do you mean, one?" Oh, sorry, spoilers.
As the president,
there's another one. There's gonna be more of this.
Yeah, but it reminded me of that.
I mean,
but
haha. But I mean, it's a funny line. Yeah, but like, oh my God, you're right. Can you imagine like living through that and being like, all right, well, I'm glad we're out of that thing. You know what I mean? And then like, 30 years or whatever later, you got to do this all again. Like, oh my God.
I like this. I like this skit. because it's very Curb Larry, like as if he had to go into combat and he would just be reluctant. Like he almost acts like he's like would be like very much like a Woody Allen character or something. He's just like, oh yeah, he's like Michael Chiklis is like the commander, like I gotta go out there and lick the Kaiser, and he goes, yeah, lick.
What did he say? He's like, we're gonna give him like Dolly Do or something. Go doolally on those bastards. Doolally.
I wrote it down. Yeah. Yeah, and he's like, yeah, doolally. We're gonna doolally. Lick. But the Curb Larry stuff is great because it's just normal, like, you know, soldiers like in the trenches smoking cigarettes, and like one of the soldiers is like, if I die, will you give this to my sweet Adeline or whatever back home? And he's like,
yeah, it's like a wicked name. It's like Greta or something like that.
Like, yeah, I don't have to. I'm not really your guy for this. I lose stuff all the time.
I'm not very reliable. Yeah,
like, I have to bring it in person.
Glasses.
I can't put it in the mail.
Yeah, he's like, no, you have to give it in person. It's like, where does she live? Like Albuquerque or something. He's like, Albuquerque. No,
he's like,
have it, this guy lives in Santa Fe. Have him do it. Like,
and then the guy, like, I don't know if it's the same guy or a different guy that's like,
no, it's a different guy.
Yeah, this is what I have waiting for me back home. And he's like, he does the like,
it's like not a very attractive lady.
What does that mean? What does that mean? Like,
yeah, like, what are these noises?
Well,
it's like, well, if I would take her to, I would go to the movies and have her pay
if she paid,
or whatever. I would go to the movies with her if she paid.
And he goes, "What does that mean? What's with all the noises?" He's like, "Well, sometimes noises can convey a lot of expression, and it's like." You don't think she's
my favorite?
You like her. You like her. That's what's important.
You like her. Yeah. My favorite part of the thing was he says, well, you startled me into honesty. If you had told me, hey, in 10 minutes I'm going to come up with a picture of my girlfriend, then I could have come up with a great lie. But but you startled me into honesty.
You startled me into honesty. That was a great line.
That's such a Larry line.
So then they do eventually they go over, they charge into no man's land. Yeah. They go over
into no man's land. Yeah.
And this is so Larry. What happens? He's seeing people get shot and everything. And
well, one thing that I thought was really funny, really quick, is he was telling the other guys to go up the ladder first. He's like, yeah, no, you go. You go. Like he doesn't want to run out there.
Yeah, you go.
No, you go. And then Michael Chiklis.
That's why I said Woody Allen. That seems like
no, you go.
Yeah.
And then the guy's like, get up there, David. And so he's like, so he runs out there. Yeah, it's just so funny. This is pretty.
He's like got that look of shock
for it. Yeah, right. That Larry
that look of shock that he's the Larry look of shock. And then he sees some guy on the ground that had been shot. And then
the guy goes like, oh, and like falls away.
Larry just was like, I have an idea here. And he just like falls over and pretends he's dead so he's not getting shot at by the Germans anymore.
Yeah.
And then he's found out by the guy that has a not so pretty girlfriend. He's like,
and he's like, oh, hey. Yeah. He's like, you know what happened? I think I thought I was dead because he just goes like, I'm alive.
Yeah, he goes, it's a miracle.
Like, the bullet must have gone right through. Yeah, and he's like, I think I thought I was dead. The bullet must have just come so close. And he's like, I think you were just pretending to be dead like a baby or something like that. Like a baby.
And then he's like, no, I thought it was the afterlife because when you're in the afterlife, you're not exactly here. You're not exactly there, and you think I just think it's a miracle. It's a miracle. And he's like, I think you're a baby. He's like, no, I love war. I love this. This is where I want to be. This is where I want to be.
This is living. Yeah. He's like, all right, then why don't you lead the next charge? And he's like, hey, Sarge. And this is like such a Larry thing. He's like, hey, what the fuck?
yeah.
He's like, hey, what the fuck? Like, he said that. Do you remember, like, when Larry had to move into like a new house, and the woman who like used to live there like came back and started like taking the plants back or something because he wasn't watering the plants well enough or something. I remember he said to say, he's like, hey, what the fuck? Like, I just love when
you're not taking care of this plant.
Yeah, I'm taking it with me. And he's like, hey, what the fuck? So when he says the same thing here, he says to the guy, hey, what the fuck? So like, yeah, Michael Chiklis is like, here you go, David. And he hands him the flag. And he's like, the flag is like a banner that says, shoot me.
Shoot me. Yeah. He's like, you go first. You have to lead so basically has to lead
you lead the charge.
He's like, if you don't take this flag, I'm going to shove it so far up your ass.
Yeah, but meanwhile, so then the original guy with the letter gets shot.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, and he's lying on the ground, and he pulls out the letter, and he
starts slowly.
And then Larry just goes, woo, like that's like the best way to get out of it.
And then the other guy,
that right
like
back.
he's still like still kicking. He's like gives it to him.
And then he finally takes it, and he looks, and it says, whatever, New Mexico.
New Mexico, yeah.
He's like, I know, I love it. Like he's reaching the hand out, and he just kind of goes.
That would be like a curve thing too, you know.
Yeah. But
so
yeah,
that was my favorite one. That was my favorite.
I can see that. I had nothing against that one. I happen to
nothing against Alexander Grubb. Nothing against that. I love Richard Kind. Love it. Richard Kind.
I love the wars.
Richard Kind's improv in the phone sketches so good. He's like with the 3 M's. He's like, who else has too many M's? And
yeah. Like, do you ever spell your name with 2 M's? It's like, no, I don't spell my name with 2 M's. So we got one more here.
More?
We got one more. This one's pretty fun. This is great. This is Rosa Parks is on the bus, like the famous. So they said like she was, Samuel Jackson does this history, and he says she was famous obviously for not sitting in the back of the bus, and she was arrested, and Martin Luther King, like it was a whole thing, and right, like
I'll give you my knowledge drop then. So
all right.
The historic Montgomery, I'll keep it short because there's plenty to talk about, but the historic Montgomery bus boycott she sparked lasted for 381 days, so that's a year and plus. It crippled the city's transit revenue until the Supreme Court finally ruled that the segregated busing was unconstitutional. And also, I will mention that I've been watching Larry do some of the promo for this, and I can't say for sure, but one of the things he said on Sunday morning was that Barack Obama had one sort of editorial note because he's the producer, and he was like, "Look, Larry, I don't like a thing about."
I love that. He does always say, "Look," doesn't he? Isn't that a great Obama?
He was kind of he said that he had like issues with one of the sketches. Maybe it's not this sketch, but he said, Larry, when I was president, I surrounded myself with people, and I asked their opinions, and I took their input, and like Barack Obama gave a note about one of the sketches on the show as an executive producer, and Larry was like, yeah.
He really liked the show. He had an issue with one of the sketches, and he started telling me that I don't think this is, and I looked at him and I went, come on. And he said, I was president, and if there was an issue, I would ask their opinions, and if somebody had a good idea, I would listen to it. And I was the president of the United States. And I said, I'm the president here.
Yeah, Larry's probably not used to getting like notes.
And he shut him down. He shut down the president. He said, I'm the president here. It's like, yeah, that's okay with the notes, Mr. President, And I bet it was about this one, but I could be wrong. It could be about something else entirely. It could be about the M's. in the Alexander
It could have
Graham
been.
Band. It could have been about anything.
Look,
And something we haven't seen
look,
yet.
I don't think he would say that.
I just like how he said, "I'm the president here." In the world of Curb and in Seinfeld, I'm the one that's the president.
Yeah, I mean, he is the. Yeah, you can't. I would vote for Larry.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted to say, like, not so much a knowledge drop here, but the woman, her name is Journey Smollett, who's playing Rosa Parks in this skit. She's really funny. She is great. Like, she keeps it very understated, like, like very, not like over the top or anything like that, but she's just very like quiet, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
And I have seen this actress before. Do you know she played Black Canary in the whatever the name of that Harley Quinn movie was?
Birds of Prey.
Yeah, and yes, Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of Harley Quinn or something, whatever the name of it. But yeah, Birds of Prey. We'll just call it Birds of Prey. But anyway, she's excellent
with
in this.
Obi-Wan as the Black Mask.
That's right, Obi-Wan. But I just wanted to point out how wonderful she is. So what happens is a bunch of like young white kids get on the bus, and they're all supposed, all the black people have to move to the back. And Rosa doesn't want to move, and you don't see, like, she's got the window seat, right? And there's someone sitting next to her. You don't see who it is yet. And the bus driver's like, come on, you got to move. And she's like, no. And then you hear the voice, the guy, and you finally see who it is. And it's Larry, in makeup and costume. And he says, we're not doing this. Because I know he does. He has full head of hair.
It's like a very white guy, like 50s haircut too. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like very.
And he's like, look, if she gets up, I'll have to get up. I'm very comfortable here. Maybe you'll want the window seat.
He goes, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. You guys get back there. But
it's purely for selfish reasons. He's not doing it.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to get up.
He just doesn't want to get up. But it's, whatever. So she thanks him. She's like, thank you. That was very brave. And he says, it needed to be said. But he's not doing it like for black people. He's not standing up for black people. But then he starts talking to her. He's like, oh, what's your name? And he says, his name's Murray. And he's like, oh, yeah, I got a parrot at home. He says my name, like, Murray. And then he just starts talking. He's like, wait, where you going? She's like, oh, I'm going to, going grocery shopping or whatever. And he's like, oh, I get big shop going on.
Got a big shop.
What a weird thing to say. Big shop. It's like, no, not a big shop. But she's so funny. She's just like, because then he said something, oh, I had an aunt named Rosa or something. I think that's how it comes up.
Yeah, he's like, what's your name? Rosa, Mari.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then, he starts talking about his aunt. He's like,
yeah,
she was pretty, like, I had like an awakening with her. She was voluptuous.
Yeah. It was a lot for a 12-year-old boy, if you know what I mean, or something like that.
Hey, she's like, she's like,
your own aunt?
Your aunt?
Yeah. He's like, yeah. Did she marry into the family? He's like, no, my mother's sister. She's like,
and she goes, you live alone, don't you, Murray? Like, yes.
He's like, oh
yes,
yeah, I have plants. Most of them are dead. Yeah, like, I mean, he just talks and talks. He's like, where do we stand on Paul Bunyan? Do we like him?
Do we like him?
A big guy. Yeah, like.
And she just wants to ride her bus ride. Like, she already probably feels like she's in trouble. Like, not that she's not resisting, but she's like got that to deal with. Plus Larry Murray talking to her, and then being like, now, hypothetical. Let's say you were robbed. Would you rather be robbed by a black guy or a white guy? The sociological, it's quite interesting to think that she just goes, why would I want to think about being robbed?
Yeah. He's like, well, it's a very interesting question. Yeah. And meanwhile, I love it. She turns around and looks in the back of the bus, and all the black people are like playing cards and having a good time. And she's like dealing with this guy.
And they keep cutting to like outside of the bus, so they see it's like kind of a long bus ride. It's like I take the bus a lot, so it's like it's probably like a half hour, 45-minute bus ride with lots of twists and turns. They keep cutting the outside the bus, which is like kind of the pacing of the thing. So
The
it's
city
kind of like,
streets.
yeah. But you can tell every time they cut away that he's talking about something new that they're not even showing, and she's just kind of like getting pretty
She's like,
exhausted.
You got anything
by
to
it.
read? Do you have anything to read? And he's like, no, I didn't bring anything to read. I don't really read. And he asks her to take off his sweater. He's like, hey, can you do me a favor? Help me take this off. And she tugs at this.
Yeah,
She's like, it's a little sweaty.
Like
you're a little sweaty. And then finally she says, like, do you pray? He's like, it's a bit of a waste of time in my book. And she's like, why don't we pray for your soul or something like that, or for your
to quiet
your
the
words,
voices
for
in your
quiet
head,
your mind or something. Yeah.
And he's like, all right. Then he does it.
And she's like, Lord, like, please bring Murray peace.
But
she's like, all right, Murray,
as they're praying, he has like a bag of chips. He starts like,
oh yeah, he eats it so obnoxiously too. When he's eating, he's like, I'm glad we're on video here, so you can see how like he opens his mouth like super like
yeah.
But yeah, and then she's like, okay, Murray, now you pray, and he starts praying for like God to give him like a woman. He's like, I haven't had sex in about 8 years. And she's like, okay, keep praying, Murray. And she just climbs over the seat and like goes back. Go to the back of the bus.
She goes to the back
willingly
of the bus to go hang out with like the black people that are back there because they're having fun and don't have to listen to this fucking guy.
Murray is the worst. She'd rather be like oppressed.
Yeah. So bring it back around. That's why I'm making the call that Barack Obama didn't like that, because it makes it like, even though it's completely absurdist, like Rosa Parks would never go to the back of the bus, even if it was an annoying person next to her. You know what I mean?
But that's what makes it funny, you know. And I'm sure that was Larry's response too. Like that's what makes it funny. This guy is so annoying that she just said, "Fuck it," you're right. You know what I mean? Like,
I guess it kind of like TVA timelined, like that's like she just did it anyways. Like that was like the event.
Yeah. The next time it wasn't as annoying, and so then she didn't go to the back because she wasn't sitting next to an annoying person. But yeah, I mean, I love the sort of the turn there. Like first he says this stuff as like a, hey, yeah, all right, go to the back, and then it turns out like it's worse. It's even worse.
I had the little twinge like when the skit started that like this isn't Shakespeare here, but I or The Sixth Sense, but I was like, I bet she's going to end up in the back. I thought that.
Yeah, you were right.
Before it happened.
It is. But like some of the things that Murray says are just so ridiculous. Like, so there's the one that really stuck out. So he's like, when you're at someone's house and you have an itchy back, do you
the fork?
Do you use their back scratcher, or do you just maybe rub it against against the post or something? It's just like, no. And she kind of says it like, rolling her eyes. She's like, no, I wouldn't use their back scratcher. It's like using their toothbrush. He's like, the back is not the mouth.
The back is not a mouth.
Back is not a mouth, Rosa.
And then what he says is way grosser, in my opinion, which is, well, if they wouldn't let me use their back scratcher if I didn't want to use it, I would go into their kitchen, grab a fork,
get a fork,
and then I would scratch. There's nothing better than scratching your back with a fork. And then he's like, then I would wash it and put it back. No one to know. I think that's kind of what pushes her over the edge to like, because she kind of has to like, she doesn't want to ask Murray to move, so she like.
Right.
And is like wearing a skirt, so she kind of has to like you are as a little kid, like you're in the front seat, you go into the back seat of the car. She's like, like sneaks out,
climb
like,
over the whole
throws
thing.
her like climb over him.
Yeah,
that was so good.
But that was it. That was the end. So what do you don't think we have any more of these coming? Or we have more.
No, we have more episodes.
I
don't think we have another season of however many they're doing. I just don't know that we get season 2 of it.
I wonder.
The
I'm
president
on
wanted
IMDb
to
right
do,
here. But
the president wanted to do this special for America 250.
all right, well, maybe you're right. Maybe they won't do it. Maybe they won't do another season. But
does it say how many episodes it is? Because I've been kind of not looking at that on purpose. But I'll let you tell me.
Oh, okay. Let's see what I got here. Well, we're up to 5, 6. Stops at 6. It looks like.
Yeah. See, I think
that's
it's a
IMDb. That's just IMDb. I have no official word on that. I just went forward a few, and so maybe it is. But I mean, if it's
there can't be more than 6 of them.
Nah, 6 is probably a good amount. But I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of history. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
you can do. I mean, it doesn't have to be American history. We can go back and be Caesar or whatever. You know what I mean? Like you can do anything.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it is very like it's. I mentioned it before, but it's like sort of parallel to drunk history. Like
right? You
can do whatever. And in our house, I know drunk history is very popular. Like drunk history is so.
I don't know
funny.
why I don't watch it more. I do love drunk history. I should watch more of it. I don't know why.
Yeah, I think it's. I don't know if it's like on like one of those like Pluto channels or something like that. I think a lot of stuff's on YouTube, but I mean, you can't beat it. Really, it's so funny and like
it's so good.
And yeah, you get like. Here we get like Larry and all the costumes and stuff. Like I love seeing Larry in that World War I like doughboy costume.
I mean that was pretty funny.
Not doughboys. Doughboys are the British guys, but U.S. soldiers in World War I.
Right. It is funny because he does look old. I mean, like he's obviously much older than the other guys, but it's just a sketch. I mean, it's not worth. You know what I mean? It's not worth analyzing.
Yeah. But that's what we do with Curbcast. And then
I guess you're right. That's what we do.
Murray, because he doesn't have glasses either, Murray.
Yeah, that's true.
To describe my dad's dad, that's basically what he looked like. Like Larry with hair and no glasses. And like that haircut that he had, like the classic 50s haircut. Like
yeah, it's kind of all like greased over,
yeah, it's like grease,
like or whatever.
Yeah.
There was an episode. It was the episode where this is where like I gotta remember the whole episode. So he was taking this medication that made his pee come out really, and then he got some on the picture of Jesus. Do you remember this?
They were just talking about that scene in the book like before today. They were talking about that because it caused a lot of controversy, apparently.
Really?
Like Catholics and like right-wing media and everybody was like Larry tradition apology and stuff like. And this is right-wing media before it became right-wing media. Like it was like Catholics and stuff or like newspapers and stuff were like saying stuff. But yeah, he gets the pee on the Jesus.
And it looks like he's crying.
Yeah, because my dad takes that actually, that LASIK or whatever. It's like not LASIK.
Really?
It's some pill. It's some pill, and
LASIK
it makes you pee. It sounds almost exactly like that. That's why I said LASIK.
Well, but there's like
it makes you pee a lot.
So there's that woman in the episode who thinks that Larry looks like her dead husband, and when she describes what happened to him, like he was murdered in like a road rage kind of thing or whatever, right? And so they show the flashback, and Larry is playing the guy, and it's like on their wedding. It's like on their wedding day or whatever.
Yeah.
And that's what. Yeah. It's kind of how Murray. That's what Murray looks like to me.
Dude,
I don't remember if that's exactly what he looked like, but I think that's pretty much like.
Yeah,
I think they went with
does
that.
Play that. Yeah, that's midriff.
Yeah,
that's a midriff episode
got
because
a lot of
he goes over to the midriff girl's mom to like, will you come back to work for me?
Well, yeah, he wants her to come back because he insulted her. which is what he wanted to do. But then Julie Louis-Dreyfus is like, hey, you can't do that. You can't tell a woman that. It's like, all right. So he has to hire her back. He's like, no, I want you, but maybe just an inch lower. Like, but it's higher. You know, like her shirt is even higher the next time. So, but anyway, yeah.
Literally a cliffhanger at the end of the episode. One of the best moments of the episode ever. But yeah, there was a whole incident, but that's Murray, like in the flashback. But he's being like, are you looking forward to the sex later? That's what he says. I mean, he must have improv that. I mean, like it's all improv, but he must have like had that. Because like in the 50s or whatever, you know what I mean? That's what you didn't have sex till you got married. So we're coming from the wedding. He's like, are you looking forward to the sex later? So good.
But yeah, that's so good. That's Larry for you. So I hope we get more. I don't know, as many as we get, we'll keep doing these episodes.
I mean, believe me, I want more. I'm just giving you my prediction.
We'll see what happens. You know what? If HBO wants him to do it and he's got ideas, just let it happen.
Also, and we all know just that the ball is always in Larry's court. The reason that he took time off between seasons was that his contract was, I didn't like the pressure of Seinfeld. When he wasn't on Seinfeld, I didn't like that. I only want to do it on my terms. Like LifeLarryAmerica is still obviously on his terms. The only person who's got to really deal with is the president. Well,
he's the president. I'm the president.
But that's the thing. He's the president now. I'm the president. I'm the president here. I just loved it because it was Susie Essman that interviewed him for CBS This Morning for his thing. It's just like they were like, oh, let's interview, talk about this thing. And he told that story. And just like the glee in Larry's face when he said, I'm the president here. And he's just like, like that big laugh with his mouth open. Like he had, I'm the president here,
Well, I hope she didn't call him a bald fuck when she was interviewing him. But,
bald fuck.
You bald fuck. All right, well, yeah, we'll do these 6 and see where it goes from there. But
then we could do Sour Grapes. His much aligned movie.
I don't know. I got to say, I had never watched Clear History, and you would like you broke me down. You kept telling me we got to do it, and I was like, But I really enjoyed it. So go listen to our episode and watch it on YouTube. And it's a funny movie.
Yeah, we've had
go back and listen.
2 special editions between Curb Your Enthusiasm. So we got Clear History and the pilot. I thought the pilot was fun too. I thought it was cool.
Very fun. And we've got many Curbcasts back in the archives.
That's what I'm saying.
Those out.
And if we ever wanted to, loop back around, there's plenty of Curb we haven't covered.
Absolutely.
Curbcast is here to stay, just like America.
That's right.
Curbcast 250.
250 years of Curbcast.
All right. How do you feel about leaving?
People here. I got people here, so I think.
How do you feel about
leaving? Go. Get out! Get out!
See you at the club.
Thanks to you. See you at the club.
We threw a rod. Get comfortable.
Well, it's gonna be a while.
Got the wrench. No. We gotta wait here.
What
we gotta wait on the plane. We gotta wait right here until they fix the mechanical issue.
I gotta sit in the middle with shitty snacks?
Yeah.
For 5 hours? Are you crazy?
This is the airplane experience.
It's not a good experience.